I'm Grant, and I'm going to be playing Silent Hill 3 on the 360. So this is actually, I forgot I had this game, because I bought this pack, because it's like Silent Hill 2 and 3, for Silent Hill 2. And I really regret not playing that for the channel, but I really didn't know if it was going to work, because while I had heard 2 and 3 were good games, I didn't know if it would really work for the channel. But I really like 2, and I was sitting around thinking of ideas to do for the channel, because I'm going out of town next week, and I was like, wait a minute, I got Silent Hill 3. And I've heard good things about Silent Hill 3, so before I start it, I think what I know is Silent Hill 3, I believe, is canon to Silent Hill 1, not 2. I believe 2 is in its own universe, and if I recall, it's been like 8 years since I played Silent Hill 1. I believe you play the daughter from Silent Hill 1. So you play the daughter of the main character, the one that went missing, I think. Or if I remember correctly, doesn't the daughter, you like get a baby at the end of Silent Hill 1, I think? And it might be the baby who's, whether or not it's actually the daughter was a big point of contention, I think. It's been a long time, but I hear good things about 3. It's like one of the last ones that really had the Silent Hill feel to it. So I'm eager to get this started. Let's go. I mentioned before this is on my 360. It was a whole thing to get this thing running again and updated, but hopefully the visuals aren't too bad. That's workspace. So I'm gonna go normal, riddle level, normal. I think it's really fascinating that they let the riddles be different difficulties. I think it's a fun little idea to make the game like different to play through. Like maybe if you want to like play through it again and have the puzzles but not have like a ton of combat, that's a cool idea. God damn. Yeah, it's like a teacups ride, and then that thing. It's like a head. This is surprisingly like straight to it for a Silent Hill game. Because didn't 1 and 2 both start with just driving into town? Lakeside Amusement Park. God, that's creepy. I think the rabbit's a thing in Silent Hill, right? Because doesn't the room... There's like a stuffed rabbit in the Silent Hill 4, the room.
Where am I?
Wow, that's straight to it. Dare I go up to the rabbit? Oh. A rabbit doll. No, it's a costume. Just walking on that grating is terrible. I gotta see, like, how perfect it's gonna be if, like, that grate walking sound is meant to be very identifiable right away. So you can hear when that thing gets up. So right triggers. Hey? Yeah, okay. I want to make sure I can get combat down before it's needed. There's something alive in there? Can I not walk past? I had to really tweak my audio settings to get this to work with my current audio setup to get to these headphones. And it's really good sound, but hopefully it comes across well on the HDMI as well. What was above me here? Was there like a blue box? Oh, it's that light, okay. Was it X to run? Yeah. A huge map signboard. I'm just gonna guess, I assume this is gonna be a dream sequence, right? It's a giant rabbit costume. Why would this be here? Like some kind of like premonition she has. And I'm eventually gonna make my way back to Silent Hill. Ooh, that's a bad camera angle. Waste, please. Because we're in the Otherworld version of this, right? Door shut tight, it won't open at all. Since it has been too long, again, I wanted to save all... I got really into Silent Hill 2 and the series in general, again, because I watched the Silent Hill movie over on Netflix, and I was like, I thought it was going to be just kind of whatever video game movie, and I was really impressed. And that really got me like back in the mood to go out and play these games for the channel. Okay. God, just walking on those grates is grating on my mind. It definitely controls more like a Silent Hill 2 than a Silent Hill 1. It's a popcorn wagon, but no one's here to sell it. And it's a small difference, but it's there. Indeed. You gonna jump scare? Oh, that camera angle is bad. Where does it want me to go then? Can I go down? I feel like it wants me to do that, right?
What a nightmare.
One thing I always loved about Silent Hill is just like the realism of it. Not of the general like game, but of the world. Same with Dead Rising. Just like a ketchup bottle you see in here looks like a real ketchup bottle in the world. It just gives it kind of a, I don't know, contemporary, is that the word, feeling? Like it's not an out there world, it's very faithful.
Dad, it's me.
That's why it's jarring when you go to the other world.
Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Okay. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
Heather, I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Carton. I'm a detective.
That's a familiar voice.
A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you.
Hold on. There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No, a half hour of your time.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
I'm not interested.
It's very stiff walks. Why is it that video game characters always like hold their arms out like that? I think there's a reason so it doesn't clip.
Sorry. Now wait here.
The mark on this mirror, it looks so familiar somehow. Oh, is that a save point? Okay. I guess that's very familiar of Silent Hill 2, where it was just like the red sheet. I don't think they ever actually explained that. Like, is there a, okay, I did save. Is there a lore reason here? Because this whole thing of Silent Hill, it's never really clear what's real and what's not. So I can totally see the save points being kind of an actual thing. That weird old detective is out there waiting, so I'm not leaving. Like something like where if you die in Silent Hill, you do just kind of like respawn there without really remembering what happened. So that you're in this purgatory until you deal with it. Guess someone's in there. A monster. I don't like mirrors. What else? She said something else. Oh, damn. Am I supposed to climb out the window? I always love the some of the music in these games. Like, not the ambient stuff. Like, that's always really good. But some of these, like, rock songs, I don't know if it's shared between Silent Hill games. Where, I don't know, it just, like, it doesn't fit in, like, a perfect way. Like, especially at the end of Silent Hill 1, I think it was. It's been weird because I've been going back and I've been playing so many games like this. This art style, like Dead Rising, Resident Evil 4, and then soon be a couple others. Silent Hill 2, this. It's just been weird, like going back to like this generation of games, and just all the things that like they have in common just because of the time period. But I always feel like horror can always last. Like, it might get a little bit less scary with some of the graphic improvements, but something about it, like, it always works. Like, you can have a really low fidelity game and it just works. It's still scary. Did I crawl under that then? What is that photo? God, that'd be creepy. Why would you grab it? I mean, I know why I would want to grab it in Silent Hill, but that would just be like a bad sign. An unattended gun in the ground. Oh God. This game is right to it.
Get the hell away from me! What the hell is this thing?
It's definitely not human. I've never heard of such an animal. Kill it. It's a monster. I killed it. Got more bullets. Yeah, this game's like so like quickly into it compared to the other games. And maybe just because 2 has such a long opening that it's meant to be very like isolationary, where you're just wandering around in the fog and just slowly walking. But and this is, oh, I've already fought a monster. Whereas like in 2, you're like wandering around and you finally find one person. It's meant to be just like slow and quiet. And this one's a lot more action heavy without it being too like grabby. Like, it's not like I don't know, boom, do some crazy thing right away. It's still a good intro. God damn. God damn. I almost feel like I skipped something, though. It feels like there should be some kind of narrative. Or just like there should be a reaction. Like, I don't know. See, I went around in circles. Maybe I wasn't supposed to go there, because I went in there and it took me back to that back hallway. Let's see. What do I actually have for... let's pause. I assume I have to reload my gun. No memos. Yeah, I don't even have anything to go off of. What's on my pendant? Dad gave me this pendant on my birthday. It's one of my treasured belongings. Is that a gemstone? Or for some reason I think that's the gel or the substance from 1 that you had to get for the true ending. That's what I feel like that is. It's a switchblade for self-defense, better than without it against these monsters. Right. Are those monsters or are those people talking? It seems like there should have been a reaction, like, because in theory I'm not yet in the other world. I'm in like the middle world. I don't know if that's officially ever talked about. Like, there's definitely the other world. I don't know what the name of it is, but like when the siren goes off, I'm gonna go in here again. But I know there's supposed to be like a middle world, which is where the majority of the game takes place. But then isn't there also like the idea that the middle world is not the, I guess you'd say, human world, so to speak? There's a body over here, right? You can tell from here that it's dead. Should I call the police? Not like they believe if I said someone been killed by a monster. There's a dressing room here. I don't need to go in there. So I think I have to go kill those dogs. God, that thing is just weird. I'm already trying to think, like, the monsters are always supposed to, like, represent something. Right? They're not just there for the... Okay. I got attacked right away last time, didn't I? God, there's this... It's just dead quiet. Like, I assume there's still dogs in here. But generally you'd hear, like, breathing and snarling if that were the case. Locker won't open. I wish there was some kind of direction at the moment, though. Like, it feels like there's something left out. I'm just being honest here. Like, some kind of... Even if something simple like, get out of the mall because you don't want to talk to the detective. Or I don't know, just... something. Because since I just started, it's not like I have something at my back. Be like, don't go back there, go this way. I came in from there. Or did I go through one of these doors into another hallway, and that's where the dogs are at? God, there's like a whining noise. That is unsettling. I didn't include this, but there's like a warning before this game came up. Not that like for schizophrenia, seizures or anything like I'd expect, but just that warning. Some things in this game are considered cruel. I don't know. It struck me as odd. Reload. Oh, I'm running low. What? I don't yet want to start using up my all my bullets. Let me try and swap to the switchblade. I don't know if this plays more like Silent Hill 1 or 2. But like in Silent Hill 1, I felt like you used your melee weapons a lot. Like it was very much about having, say, the sledgehammer and you being able to perfectly call when to swing it because you had to really predict it. But if you could do that, you would collide it and you would save a ton of bullets. And you really needed to save bullets in that game. But Silent Hill 2, it wasn't like they gave you a ton. Maybe it's because the enemies are a little bit easier to avoid. Like, you still did melee combat, but I thought that was a little bit like you could just kill everything with a basic board. So then when you need bullets, you always had them. And I don't yet know which way this swings. So is this the same hallway before? Is that all optional? Is that why I... No, I must have to go in there, unless... Because, yeah. Well, that's helpful. Maybe I should walk around it. Never mind. That's something that makes so perfect sense for a video game. You know, like the car be parked there. But can you imagine like what a dick move that is? I guess you could argue it's for security or something to block the hallway. Or just they probably actually load it from there. But yeah. Also, why does the women's bathroom be the only one that has a window? I guess maybe that the one next to it's like the dudes. There's gotta be something I'm missing here already. I could go back in. Stop and recover. Okay. Because I guess I could go to the save point. Is there some significance now that I've seen a monster? Like maybe if I go back to that stall with a person in it, there's a monster? The road is blocked with empty boxes and stuff. I can't get through. So yeah, I clearly have to go there. I guess I just have to try every door. There's some door I'm missing. I assume in the dog hallway. That's where it would be. I almost feel like, did the music just die? I'm a little lost. I know I'm probably going to like this game because I like most Silent Hill games. But, yeah, it just seems a little odd. So that was the exit. I felt sure because that was like marked so prominently. That was not marked exit because it's a literal exit realistically, but it's the exit I'm supposed to take. Because generally games will totally do that, where it's like if it's an exit you're supposed to take it, they make it way more prominent because you're saying it to the player instead of just for realism. I had a great time playing Dead Rising Chop Teal Drop, though, which is the Wii version of Dead Rising 1. And one of the things I thought was really neat is That game is way, way dark. Why are you looking right here? I came out of the store, yeah. And it was such a great sense of realism in that game that I had to actually navigate by the exit signs. And that was just so cool. Like, I had to actually go find the exit sign above the doors so I knew how to get out of places. Even knowing the actual map.